Step 1, go to Steam, click Manage, browse local files, and then navigate to the binaries folder inside of the folder that just opened. Then right-click Properties, Details, and it'll show your engine number. And then you want to go into UE4, go to Unreal Engine, Library, and then open up the version. If you don't have it, click on the plus, and then install it from the drop-down that opens. Alright, first things first, you're going to want to go to Directory, Selector, and then you're going to want to click those three dots, or go into Undetected Game, and then click on the three dots there, and then navigate to wherever your game's installed to. If it's a Steam game, it'll be in the Steam Apps folder of that hard drive. I'm sure you already know how to get here. If not, well, you'll find it pretty easily. Do the thing from earlier where we found where the game's exe was, and you'll find where the pack file is. And then navigate to that game's pack. Now, in the case of Poppy Playtime, you need to have an AES key. You can find these pretty easily online just by searching up the game name and the AES key. If not, there are tutorials on how to do this. I'm not going to show that here because it is a pretty time-consuming process, but if your game is popular and it didn't just release, the AES key will be online. You'll see if it is a AES protected pack by if it's grayed out or not. If it isn't, just double click on it, go to the game's root folder, config, and then default input. Scroll down until you see the action and axis mapping functions, which is what you're going to want to like add into your project to replicate the inputs. Now, if you're lucky and your game isn't security breach, the game will use these, and yeah, if you overwrite them, then the games will just work, they'll work normally, but with your inputs. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open up the Unreal project, hit Project Settings, scroll down to Input, and then make the action mappings, like remake them in the project. Or you can do what I do and go back into Fmodel, Control A and Control C on the default input export, and then go to wherever you made the Unreal package, and then go to Config, and then default input, and then open it, and then just copy and paste whatever in there, and then reboot your project. And when you reboot the project, the axis and the action mappings will already be there, set to what they're already supposed to be. Now what you're going to want to do is change these. Be a little careful while doing them, because sometimes Unreal will freeze and you'll have to force restart the program using Task Manager. I'm going to put a diagram on screen of what you need to replace them with, as well as the input mapping for UEVR using the Quest controllers. I have one that I made for Security Breach VR, and I'll just toss it up on screen. And for the axis mappings down here, change them to like this. The y-axis 1.0 means that it's detecting it if the y-axis is above, and the y-axis negative 1.0 is detecting it if the y-axis is backwards. So essentially, if you have something like this and it's not getting the individual axes, then just set it to the same thing. I'm just now noticing something in my thing where the move forward is set to the right thumbstick. Make sure you didn't do what I did there and set it. Hold on, I'm going to get a screenshot of that. Make sure to set it to the left. For moving forward, you want it the left thumbstick's y-axis, and for moving right, you'll want it the left thumbstick's x-axis. And then the pitch and the yaw are going to both be the right thumbstick. And then open up your pack again, go to Project Settings, go to Packaging, turn off back files like I have here, and then package your game like how you normally would. This will take a bit, especially for the first time, but afterwards it'll be pretty quick. Alright, open up your downloads, unzip the thing that's called Unreal Pack, or Unreal Pack modding tool, whatever. Open it up, turn the pack file that's in there into a text file, open it up in the note editor of your choice. That first line, follow its directory in your Unreal Engine 4 install directory. You need to get the unrealpack.exe from that, as it uses that as a repository. And then you want to change this first part into wherever you unzipped your location to. You can change this if you want, just make sure you keep the P and the Z in their proper positions, and then also change this to wherever you unzip the thing to, and then just turn it back into that, and then open up the path file, and then change this also to where that is, and then change that to the project name. And then go back to where your project folder was, go to where it packaged, go to the main folder, go to config, and actually just take the entire config folder, go to where your game was, paste it, and then remove everything except for the default input.ini. And then just click on the pack.bat, and then it'll make a little pack for you. And then you're just going to want to go put that in the packs folder for your game, and it should work just fine. And then once you boot the game and inject UEVR into it, it should work just fine. As usual, you will still need to hook the things up, but your motion controls should work just fine. If you need any help, find me in the Flat to VR Discord, I'll help you out. This tutorial may suck, because I have never done a tutorial before. But yeah, have fun with your newly modded game. Donate to me on PayPal, and I will make a Ready or Not mod. This is not a joke. Give me money, and I will make Ready or Not mod. Anyways, that's it. Bye-bye.